Hello and welcome back, people. Well, we've got another episode for you today, and in this one we're going to take a look around and show you a couple of the changes that we've done, because the base has changed yet again. And so far we've removed almost everything from this area. Eventually it's just going to be nothing here. This is just working on compressing down the cobblestone for us, and as you can see, almost every pathway is gone, and the spot that I used for spawning animals is now just been completely removed. And if you watched my do watch my mini series, the room that we used here is now gone, and I think we're going to keep that because that's just like a little nice memento of it. So off screen we've been busy with remodeling the base and redesigning things. We redesigned this. If you watched the previous season, you could see this in a different format, but they've edited what these do this time around. They don't work as quick as they did last time, but I like that because that means we can combo different mods in together. And the way we're going to do that mainly is, obviously we've got the paper scythes, and that's just instantly working in a 3x3 area, and it only harvests. All going into a advanced item collector, going straight into this and going into our ME system. Now what I wanted to work on today was what's over here, because I want to get to something called, I think it's greenhouse glass. Here it is, yeah, greenhouse glass. And to do that we need these things from empowered, or these things from actual editions, and that's what we've got waiting for us over here. And these are just for different things that we want to change, and in here is, from what I know, almost everything that we need. So let's have a look at it, and we get an achievement for looking at it. So what does that do? Ah, here we go. So here we go. What we want to get into is, if I can find it, well, let's put it in here so I can show you. This is actually additions, and it has quite a few bits. What I know we need to do is get the stands going and get the empowerer for it as well. So, and the only thing I didn't bring over here was a crafting table, so we'll go and grab one quickly. And yeah, inside here has changed, and we had to upgrade the core. This is a 3x3 of the original stabilizers, and it just makes this, and you have to do it to go up to anything above 4, and we've currently got it to a tier 6, and it holds 356 billion, and we're not even able to produce that. So while we're here, I thought I'd show you a few changes downstairs. This has been increased, so it now generates more, and we've got a second one here. This is literally just producing steam. We left it on for a bit, and we've capped this out at 6.5 million millibuckets of steam. So when we get into this, we've got a perfect amount of steam for it, and that's going to be very good for us. If we've got time for it, I'll show you what I'm going to do with it today, but first things first, we need a few things from here. So let's get a crafting station and let's head over. I think I might want to do like these teleportation stands or something, just some way of getting from one part of the base to the other, like remotely. I think that'll be really good actually. So we'll place it down there and we can see everything here. So let's have a look. What do we want to look into? Well, we've already got this, and that was really easy to make. Next is the empowerer, which you need the standing stones, and to make that you need chisel quartz, and if I'm correct, there it is. So all we do is throw down the chisel quartz, and then it transforms it with that laser beam. It does take a lot of power per one, but as we're creating more power than we need to use, then that's really easily done. So that's that done. So there's the empowerer. Next we need these, and the easiest way to make them is iron ingots. So if I have a look, if I do half a block, because I don't think I'll need any more than that. There we go, because each one of these turns into 9 of those crystals. So there we go. This is just the basic transfer of it. Actual Editions has a lot of nice little bits that you can play with, especially the drills and that. I do like them. So now the redstone crystals, easy enough. You get some redstone and you transfer it over. This is everything that we need to do for getting started, and I put as much as I could inside this chest here so I could just instantly show you what it's like. You do need a lot of power to do this, so I will just give that warning. Okay, iron casing. You need basic sticks and black quartz and then some iron. That's why I didn't use all the iron I had. And I have some sticks here. Well, I will have. There we go. So to do it, we need 2 of those. I wish they would make the integration so you could just pick it up. Right, so you need 2 of them for the one that we're making. And then I need you, because we got the crystals, now we need the advanced coil. We need that coil, that, and we should have some ingots on us. Yep, that's fine. So let's make the basic coil, and then let's get some gold nuggets to put around it. And there we go, we've got our advanced coil. All of this crafting is really simple to do. So there we go. So all we need now is to do that little bit, which is these. So we put that there and that there. And there we go, we've got our battery. If I'm correct, we need a double battery. So we need another one of those. So let's go through this. Let's just make another advanced coil, which is like that. If I keep things in my inventory, it shouldn't go badly. There we go. And the reason we can't do it is because we don't have any of that. I'm sorry if you can hear anything in the background, it's really warm day and I've had to leave the windows open. It's just the heat is definitely not loving me today. Okay. And then we put that there and that there. And that's the single battery. So we've got 2 single batteries. And I really didn't mean to do that. I'll probably need the other battery at some point anyway. So let's just keep going. That should be all we need. So we're gonna have a double and a single battery. There we go. Next, we need display stands, which is aesthetic quartz. So we need a block of quartz. So again, this is why you have to have chisel quartz and then normal quartz, because they turn into slightly different things, and they are important with this one. So we got that there. I believe that should be all of it for the display stand, apart from this. So 1, and then let's get some more gold, and there we go. If people don't like the crafty episodes where I'm doing all these little bits just to craft, feel free to say something and I won't do it as much. But I think when it's a mod pack like this, there's times where you need to see things. Right, so this is an empowerer, but there's a downside to it. If I get to... There we go, the empowerer. This is what you need. Now, Empower is a mid-tier block, and if I'm correct in assuming, you need 4 display stands and an Empower in the middle. So, if we put the Empower, and I made this room slightly wrong for what I want to do, so if we put the Empower there, now according to that book, if you look, it has to be 3 on each side, so if we've got 1, 2, 3, and we just put a wooden block on each side so we know where it's all going. So this is how far they have to be away from it, which isn't too bad really. But now we're gonna take a quick cut. I'm gonna make the display stands and show you what it's like when we've done it. Okay, I'll see you in a second. Okay, and welcome back people. Well, this is what it looks like for now. We have to give each one of these power, so I decided just to give them all their own flux point. And now, if we get things like, what was it? We wanted to make the greenhouse glass, yeah? So I needed these. And the easiest way to do it is if you have prismarine shards, some, like, does it have to be cyan dye? Yeah, I think it does. And then that crystal, which is made by those blocks. Oh. I could have sworn I had those crystals. Let's have a look. Crystals and a reconstructor. Ah yes, lapis. So, and as we don't need any of this lapis, I'm just going to throw it all in and then turn it all into it. Now there is a downside to this. I think you can only do one at a time, but I think you can automate this. I believe I did it at one point. So what I wanted to show you is, there we go. So we need, in 3 of those, we need the prismarine shards, and then in 1 of them, so 1 there. So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, and 1 there, and then we get this, and there we go. Now you can see how it does it. This is one of the main systems of Actual Editions, and this is how you make everything. It's not the fastest system in the world, but it's definitely graphical, and I think I wouldn't change it. I can automate it, don't get me wrong, which is what I'm going to do, because I think I'm going to have something, even if it's just a hopper system going into these, and maybe empower them from the bottom. But you have to take it with a empty hand. There we go, and that's how we get that. And one of them with some cyan dye will create 3 greenhouse glass. And if I show you how many we need, so let's have a look. For each one of these we need 8 around them, so it's like a chest for around them. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so we need to do 9 lots of 8, which isn't too bad really. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to come back in just a moment when I've automated this, take it out and put it in. So I'll see you in a second. And welcome back people. This is a very basic automated system. What it's going to do is in each of these 3 we'll put in the prismarine shards, and in each of this one we'll put in the dye, and then it just works as that goes into there, and then when it's done it goes into there. So a really simple automated system. So we're going to leave that to work for a bit, because we do need a bit of it to make the greenhouse glass, which isn't really bad, and when it's done I think we can definitely work with it. So what I was going to show you afterwards, and I probably need a new crafting station. I need to put these around. There we go. Put 1 there and get you out. Either that, or I need to just create the wireless system. So down here is where we've got our main power generation, and I think I'm going to keep it like that, to be honest. So now we're changing over to advanced generators, and the main one I'm going into, I don't need any of that anymore, I actually made it. Great. The main one I want to go into, so let's get what we need out of it, because we might just need those things. I guess turbine controller. We need that, I think. Let's make one of you. Heat exchanger, does that do? No. Because if you look on the screen, you can see what it actually works with. What we're working with is these, and I've got the vibrant ones, so we can make 3 of those. Okay, so we need the steam turbine, and I need the gas. So let's make one of those instead, and we'll put you back in the chest. We may go into that, we might not, we don't know. So, steam turbine. We don't need the syngas. Flux generator, I believe we do need you. Really? I have no gold. I've got an absolute ton of gold in the system. How have I not put any in there? No. And I need to do something about these bats, but it means lighting up the entire area beyond belief just to get rid of bats. No, I mean, I'll probably still do it. Flux generator. We don't need the other ones. We need fluid intake, which is iron. How? Have I used up? Yeah. Nothing to say about that. That's aluminium, and I believe we have iron. There it is. Okay. No, I'm just going to make it here. That way I don't have to run around. Right. So we've got the fluid intake and the fluid output. So that's the fluid intake. And now I need fluid output, I believe. If we don't, it's just a spare block, but if we do need it, there we go. Item import is there. I don't think we need the output, but I think I'm just going to make it in case. Fuel tank, no. Sensor module can be installed in that. I've not really played around too much with this. I have had a look a little bit, but it's one of those mods that it does take a lot to do. Gas turbine controller. A fuel mixer increases it. So yeah, let's just... It's really just tinkering with it, to be honest. You have no choice. Gas turbine. Well, we're doing steam, so... Right, this should be enough just to work with it. And I can show you, because it's a multi-block, but you don't have to do it in any way, shape or form that is particular. So let's first get the main parts of it, which is the controller, which we're going to put there, and then our turbines. As you can see, it works together. It just works itself together. Yes. So I need you there, and I need the fluid intake there. Sensor module. And the redstone. So let's put you there and you there. Okay. So the only thing I know I need for the basic system right now is a conduit. That's it. Well, a conduit and a way to take the energy out of it. So hopefully I've got this right, and I won't look like an idiot online. So let's get a conduit, and let's use the pressurized. I just made a lot of them because you never know when you're going to go to and fro with it. Okay, so that's the conduit down. And I need a... Do we have one? Yes, we have a plug. Perfect. So everything gets routed through our system and nothing gets lost along the way. So, where is it? There it is. I need to put you there and set you into power in. Okay. So as this is our intermediary, so if we say we want, well, steam coming out of there and going in there. So here we go. You see, it should be pretty full of steam actually. It might be due to these two. You can create 1,500 per tick, blah 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 blah. What have I missed? Do you have to use a redstone signal to switch it on or something? It's not putting very much into it. Unless we're creating it at a certain rate. So, for now, let's get rid of this. Here we go. There. Now we can see it is creating power for us. Every second, we're generating 1,500. So, what we could do is create so many more of these. Because for each one of these ones we have, we create another 500. Alright. And it's just another nice little way of making power. So if we put it back into power in, it should empty instantly. There we go. So yeah, steam generation, and you can do anything to make steam if you want to, but that was just a nice little addition. And the other little parts of it is to link with this, and you can make the fuel efficiency even better. But for the moment, I don't think we need to run out of power, and I just thought it's a nice little mod to get into. And if you like that system, I recommend it because it's really simple to automate, really simple to work with. So whilst we were doing that, this was running over here. Let's have a look if it's done. Let's have a look how many it's done, is a better question. Oh, perfect, that is all we need for that. So let's have a look. I think it was greenhouse glass, and we need, oh, it's just any kind of glass, which is really easy. We should have plenty of saplings from when we were starting, and we have had it working in different parts. So yeah, this should be as much as we need. Like, there we go. Oh, that is fantastic. Now, I've never used this on this new system. This is going to be interesting to see how it works, and it's one of those I don't know. I know it's not going to work on the center platform, but it will work on everything around it. It's supposed to work really well and help things grow on the ones it's above. So let's have a look. Oh, it definitely seems to be working well. So what I'm going to do is have this work around it, and this is the next stage. There is another stage after, well, that depends on how far we want to go into it, but there is a few stages after this. The next one for growing, in my opinion, would be roots, because they have a standing stone for this, and it helps everything grow. There is an upgrade to the stones that we're using, these growth stones, but you need a dragon egg for each one of them, and the only way I'm doing that is by killing so many dragons, and I really don't want to be doing that unless there's a recipe for getting the dragon egg, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be that simple either. So that's what I wanted. I might as well fill these out just for when I'm doing it, and I hope this is like some of the other glasses that... Okay, that works. And I did not just do that, because what this is going to do is it's going to pick it up. Oh well. Because I've got this working really well, but there we go. Let's have a look. How quickly do we think it's going to go? It's definitely faster, and it's noticeably. So yeah, the growth area has been upgraded to a, let's see, we started it off quite well at a stage, I think using magical or mystical agriculture's growth things was like a stage 2 of it, using the stage 1 of them was stage 3, now that was a stage 4, and we're at a stage 5, so yeah. Oh, this is me working it out. I don't know how everyone else works it out, but it's been upgraded a few times, and yeah. We've upgraded our lava generation, not that we needed to, just because I wanted to. If you get uranium, anyone who knows anything about radioactive materials, it will produce heat. This burns the stone at a rate of 20 compared to, you look at the ones that still have firewater in it, they burn at 8. So what I'm going to do is finish getting the uranium at some point and convert this all over. I don't think I need it, but it's just, there will be a time where we finish upgrading all our power generation just to get to it, because we upgraded these. Now these are Mark IIs and producing more power, but they also take more lava. That's why I needed to upgrade the generation. So let's have a quick recap. We made a new power generation. I'm going to upgrade that and make it look nicer off screen, but the only thing that I'm going to really change is more of these, which will produce us a lot more power. I have no idea what the cap is, it's going to be interesting to see that. Off screen I upgraded this, so we're producing more power with this generally. If you have a look in here, we're making 33,000 RF per tick on that, so it kind of dwarfs the little one we just made. And we finished making the actual additions area, at least the starting of it, and we upgraded the farming area. I still like the way that looks, that does look pretty cool. So, I want to see, because we have got quite a few things to go into in the future, because we've got over here to continue. We have been trying to make the mana pretty well. We have got a lot of things to do, because I do want to go and resurrect the dragon, but I want to do it the vanilla way first to show you that, and then I also want to automate the wither as well. So we've got quite a bit to get into, and got plenty to keep going. I am going to eventually want to fill this. God knows how well that's going to go, but yeah, it's only at a tier 6 and we're barely touching it. And I do love the way these look this time around. So yeah, if you've liked my episode this time, please like, subscribe. If you have anything to say, leave them in the comments. I do try and read all the comments that people make, and I'll get back to you. The mini episode that we're going to do this week is going to be showing what we've got up to in between, and I think this week round we do have a chance cube as well. So this is Summer01, I'll catch you next time.